r/relationships. Field of Gold says. Mutual friend 25 male told my girlfriend 24 female that he loves her, and I 25 male might have screwed up everything afterward. Firstly, I apologize if this is weird or confusing. I'm getting most of my information about this piecemeal and from third parties, and I'm not exactly thinking straight either. I didn't sleep last night at all too. I've known Dave since high school, and we've been part of the same friend group for about a decade now. I started dating my girlfriend about 2 years ago, and she became friends with Dave and our other friends at around the same time. She and Dave got along well, and I never had any concerns about that. The two of them even hung out together by themselves in the past, not often, but at least a couple times. I'm not entirely sure how it went down, but it was described to me this way. Dave asked me and my girlfriend if we wanted to see a movie on Saturday with our friends as well. I was busy, so my girlfriend decided to go without me, which I was fine with. When she arrived, she found out it was only her and Dave at the hangout. I don't know if it just happened to work out that way or if Dave planned it that way, but he did know I wasn't coming. Before the movie was going to start, they went to a place to eat. During that time, they started discussing my girlfriend and I's relationship. Somehow, this turned into Dave apparently telling her that he was in love with her. My girlfriend was surprised by this, obviously, and said she was flattered, but she was in a relationship with me. Dave said that was okay, and that he needed to get it off his chest, since he'd been apparently holding it in for ages. Dave suggested that my girlfriend and he should go back to his place and discuss things. My girlfriend apologized and said she couldn't do that. Dave then kissed her, but she refused and left. This is where things get confusing. Instead of coming home and telling me about it, my girlfriend decided to go to her best friend, Sarah's place to talk to her about it instead of me. Dave was the one who called me and told me what happened. Obviously, I was pretty freaking pissed at him, and it's safe to say he's no longer my friend. Fricker even tried to say sorry about it, which just pissed me off more. I then called my girlfriend, who initially tried to pretend nothing was wrong. When I asked how the hangout had been, she said something along the lines of, "Oh, me, Sarah and Dave had a good time." Except that I knew that Sarah didn't go. When I told her that Dave contacted me, she broke down and told me what happened. A couple of problems. Dave claims that he kissed her, but my girlfriend said that didn't happen. Also, my girlfriend claims that she felt like she led Dave on a little bit. I'm not proud to admit that I said some pretty choice things to my girlfriend after that. The fact that I had to hear about it from Dave instead of her, and that she went to her best friend instead of me to talk about it really bothered me, and I let my stress get the best of me. I told her she should have come home or texted me about it right away, and I asked her if she'd been planning on hiding it from me if Dave hadn't told me. I then hung up on her. She didn't come home last night, so I assume she stayed at Sarah's place. I know it really wasn't her fault what happened, and I regret what I said. I'm sorry that this is so long, but honestly writing this is helping me stay calm. This morning, I texted my girlfriend an apology that was basically what I said. A few hours later, Sarah called me and told me that my girlfriend was really shaken by what Dave told her and that she wants to take a break from our relationship because of it while she figures things out, and that she'd going to stay with Sarah for a few weeks. I said it was fine and that she can call me or come home anytime she wants, but Sarah said it'll be a while until I hear from my girlfriend. I'm taking the day off work since I'm in no state to be around other people right now. This whole thing has come like a frick-ing bolt of lightning to the face. Yesterday, I had a girlfriend and a friend group, and I was pretty happy. Now, I kinda don't have either anymore. Did I react badly here? And tell me, does the whole taking a break thing make sense? Should I go to Sarah's place and try to talk to my girlfriend, or should I give her space? I feel like talking about it would be best, but Sarah made it pretty clear that my girlfriend doesn't want to talk to me right now. But I'm also confused about why she didn't and still doesn't want to talk to me about it. TDLR thing, our former mutual friend told my girlfriend he loves her, I didn't handle it well, and now she wants to take a break from our relationship while she processes. Edit, I called Sarah and asked her if it was okay to speak to her instead of my girlfriend about the situation. Sarah said it was okay, so we talked for a little while about it. I'm going to write this down to help me get my thoughts in order. Sarah seemed very interested in what Dave had told me and somewhat sympathetic to me, though she was mostly worried about her best friend, understandably. Apparently, my girlfriend is still asleep since last night, but Sarah told me not to worry about her health, which is a little bit of a relief. Sarah said that my girlfriend is open about Dave trying to kiss her now, and that her saying they didn't kiss was a spur of the moment panic thing, and that she, Sarah, called her an idiot for doing that. I don't know if that part is true, or if Sarah just said that to make me feel better. She also said that neither of them expected me to know about it from Dave, which, honestly, I fully believe. Sarah said that the kiss and him asking her to come back to his place didn't happen right after each other. Apparently, he kissed her in the coffee shop and she turned him down right away, but then they spent some time talking about when and how he'd started having feeling for her. I don't know how long. After that, they both decided to not see the movie together because of what happened, and that's when Dave asked her to come back to his place, but she declined. I had assumed that they'd kissed, and my girlfriend then basically left ASAP, but Sarah seemed to think that they parted on polite terms. I asked if my girlfriend had gotten my apology, and Sarah said that my girlfriend mentioned it to her, so she must have read it. I didn't press any further about it, though. I asked if Dave had been in contact with either of them. Sarah said that Dave hadn't been in contact with either of them. I guess she would say that either way though. I asked if my girlfriend was staying with Sarah because of what I said to her. A couple of replies here made me worried about this. Sarah seemed surprised by me asking that and said my girlfriend just needed some space to process and not to feel bad about it because she'd known her longer than the two of us had been dating. Didn't really make me feel not bad about it, though. Some people here suggested that my girlfriend might have gone to Sarah at first instead of me because of that, so it makes sense I guess. But I don't know if she just said that to make me feel better. I don't know how much I trust Sarah. I like her and I'd call her a friend, but I know I'd trust her more to look out for her best friend first, obviously. I won't call her a liar, but I do think she'd try and cast her best friend in the best possible light even unintentionally. But it still makes me feel a little better to know more information. Also, thanks to everyone who replied, nicely or less nicely. Having outside viewpoints is helping me deal with this situation a lot, so thank you, even if it's just a distraction or an excuse to. Miramis says. Firstly, your ex-friend Dave is a horrible human being. Secondly, you did screw things up in your approach, but I think you just accelerated the situation to its eventual outcome. In the long run, you did yourself a favor. The fact that she went to a friend for us to talk about it and lied about it is a red flag. The first person she should have approached should have been you. Hell, she should have just disengaged herself from the situation when Dave told her what his feelings were right then and there. It sounds like your girlfriend wasn't as invested in the relationship as she seemed to be. And to be honest, your friend group sounds a little toxic. There are all lines you cross, and you don't. Zingding212 says. Your girlfriend is 100% thinking over her options. Don't be surprised if the outcome is Dave, and I say this with respect. It seems like she may actually be interested. I don't know what to tell you, dude. But just wait it out and see what happens. That's all you can really do. Ordinary Forever 3345 says, we are humans. It's easy to say you reacted badly, but I'm not in that situation you are. Dave is not your friend anymore. I also say you no longer have a girlfriend. What she needs to figure, if she is with you and loves you that too after 2 years, yeah, maybe she is thinking about him or other things in your relationship, but they doesn't matter. It's over. Working Bottle 1048 says, she probably is deciding if she wants to stay with you or go with him. She mentioned perhaps leading him on. Why? I'd give her space. Nothing will go well if you confront her. And honestly, I'd have my suspicions already and would probably bounce. Mars Hall Lawson says, I then called my girlfriend, who initially tried to pretend nothing was wrong. When I asked how the hangout had been, she said something along the lines of, oh, me, Sarah and Dave had a good time. Except that I knew that Sarah didn't go. When I told her that Dave contacted me, she broke down and told me what happened. A couple of problems. Dave claims that he kissed her, but my girlfriend said that didn't happen. Also, my girlfriend claims that she felt like she led Dave on a little bit. Sarah called me and told me that my girlfriend was really shaken by what Dave told her and that she wants to take a break from our relationship because of it while she figures things out, and that she'd going to stay with Sarah for a few weeks. I said it was fine and that she can call me or come home anytime she wants, but Sarah said it'll be a while until I hear from my girlfriend. This is not fine. Did I react badly here? And tell me, does the whole taking a break thing make sense? Should I go to Sarah's place and try to talk to my girlfriend, or should I give her space? Your reaction was understandable given how you were so shocked by how this went down. But no, it's not the ideal reaction. Your friend propositioned your GF and her reaction was to move out and take a break so she can think about how to choose between you. There's people trying to blame you for this, as if it's your fault she lied. I'm flabbergasted. Nahil007 says, break up with her and ditch the friend group. Unless you are close to one or two of them, you can keep in contact, but that whole situation is a hot mess with your GF, Dave and Sarah. They aren't concerned about you or worth keeping around. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.